Hello, making another video. I know it's been a while since I put something on my channel, but I've been reading my comic books. Was out of town for a while, so my list of comics to show you is kind of stacked up here. Um, but definitely, I'm gonna just kind of breeze through these because there are a lot. Don't really got much time to go in depth to each one as I used to. This is a big stack here. And I got another stack waiting for me, kind of getting a little bit behind. So what I'm going to show you here is in like, this week's release or even last week. This is probably within the last 4 weeks probably. Yeah, that have come out. So I'm going to show you real quick these issues. Alright, so we're going to start with Trial Magneto. This is one of my favorite issues I've been reading. This series of Magneto and the X-Men, and his kind of running away from the trials that they're putting on him, because at this moment Wanda has died and everyone's trying to look at who killed her. So Magneto's right now their only suspect, and this has been a really good issue. I really like the writing in this, the drama in this, the suspense. We don't know who killed her. So this has been a really great issue for me to read. Again, I'm a huge X-Men fan, so I really like pretty much about anything X-Men. We started this new one, new series of The Death of Doctor Strange. Another hero that has been killed off, and the story is trying to find out um, who from the many villains. Actually, I didn't ever really think about how many people are actually uh, out there to kill Doctor Strange, and he's actually at this moment, spoiler alert, I guess he's dead, but another Doctor Strange from another timeline has come to help. So that's issue 1. Issue 2, I like to see where that goes. I think that's an interesting way to leave a cliffhanger in this issue. Uh, Icon and Rocket season 1. This is issue number 3. Has been really great. I really like these milestone return issues that have been coming out. A lot of them dealing with like racial injustice, prejudice, and one of the heroes here is like out of not from this planet, it's a hero, um, and the other person, but the alien has taken the body of an African American, and then the sidekick is also African American. So the sidekick's always trying to teach, the one that's an alien, how the struggle's been, someone that has darker skin tone, on this world. So it's been a really great read. I like those kind of conversations that they're putting here in this comic book. Uh, Kang the Conqueror issue number 2. Really, I don't want to say I'm a big fan of Kang, but I like anything dealing with time travel and the Fantastic Four, and this is both things. So Nathaniel Richards, it's a part of the Fantastic Four family, and there's a lot of time travel dealing here because Kang has been almost in every time, uh, in different times of the universe. So this has been a good read. It deals a lot with a younger Kang, and trying to find his way of life. At the same time, he's not being influenced by Kang, but Kang knows that even any step he does is always going to lead to him. So, really great issue. And Fantastic Four Life Story number 4. This has been really good. Like I said in last time, it deals around the 60s, 90s time, and really makes a lot of great sense because that's around the time of like going to outer space and then technology starting, and this kind of main plot is Galactus is coming to Earth, but no one really in the government believes Reed Richards. So Reed Richards is doing his own studies and you know, his own way of dealing with Galactus when he comes, and I think the next issue is the one where he finally reaches Earth. So I'd like to see what the people on Earth think of him, because right now he's kind of like a laughing stock because nobody really believes him. So um, yeah, I'd like to see the next issue of this great one, The Last Ronin. So this is a reprint of the first issue. I believe this comic arc may have already been done, I believe. I never really read it when it was coming out, but I did hear that there was gonna be a new release of the first issue, and I said I gotta try it, I gotta get it. So this is obviously Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It deals with them, and it's a really great issue. Honestly, I would have probably kept on reading. Um, I like the it's kind of in the future. It's a future world, and he's the last one of the Ninja Turtles that's around, and yeah, it's a really great story. I really love the art. I'll try to see if I can show you. The art's been really great, and definitely this is one that I definitely recommend to try. Maybe even if you're not into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it's a great story. Yeah, it's a lot of sad moments here because he's the only one left, and he's always trying to keep his. Well, I'll say this: in this issue, he's going out and doing his missions, but uh, the rest of the Ninja Turtles kind of talk to him in ghosts. So that's a real cool thing. They're kind of still around in the story, but they're not there. So that's that's one thing that I did like about this issue. I will try to see if I can find more issues of The Last Ronin. Not All Robots has been one of my favorite reads again too. Also, that deals with humankind and robots, and trying to find a balance to both coexist. You know, humans don't think that robots should be so advanced and not reaching the levels of humankind, and then robots feel that humankind is almost going to be non-existent, that they're the ones that are going to live longer, that they should be on top. um, but with these two sides, there's also those robots that don't know where to side, because there's some robots that like humans, there's some robots that want to side with their own, and that's kind of where the main robot here is like torn up between the two. So it's a really good fun subject. I really like almost anything dealing with robots and future, and trying to be human. It's always been one of my favorite subjects. Inferno. This has been anticipated, one of the ones most anticipated by me, I think by a lot too, from the X-Men issues right now. Uh, this is dealing with, I believe, Moira McTaggart is going to be the main, uh, not sure a villain, but she's the main character here, and how, uh, yeah, looks, I got, I gotta read this one more time, because I do believe I kind of was grasping the subject, but I don't want to give my thoughts on it yet. I know I really liked it, but it deals with Moira, and I'm not too familiar with Moira McTaggart. But looks like there's a villain out there trying to get the people who are living in the island where the mutants live right now. So um, definitely, I would recommend it if you're an X-Men fan like I am. Get it. I got it. Don't regret it. Gonna read it one more time just to get it more. But definitely is a must for any X-Men fan. Ordinary Gods, issue number 3. Another one dealing with slightly time travel. There's people that existed in the past that are now coming back into the present, under different people. Like, they're living once more under different people, and then now they're trying to find each other once again, this group of long old warriors of sort. Definitely has been a good one. Gonna try to uh, maybe read a couple more issues. I only stay sometimes when it's a new story, new comic book I haven't read. I probably stay to the third issue because if it's not entertaining enough for me after the third or fourth, I'll probably let it go. But I give every new comic series 3 4 issues. Third one, the next one might be my last one, but I've liked it. I think it's a good comic. Uh, Daredevil. This is the one with Elektra taking the mantle of Daredevil. It's been a good story. I caught it in the middle, so I don't really have like an opinion on it. I do think Elektra being Daredevil is cool. Um, and Daredevil's in prison right now. I really liked every story, but because I didn't catch it at the beginning, and I haven't really catched any issues. I only have about like four. Um, I probably will not keep on reading the Daredevil, but I'm a huge Daredevil fan, even before the TV series. Um, Definitely is always a good comic book to catch. Black Manta #1. I got issue #2 waiting for me, but I finally got to read issue #1. I really like this story. I think I'm gonna keep on reading it. It deals with Black Manta trying to find a purpose, whether it's living a good life or a bad life. He looks like this person is a little bit lost, and is trying to find a purpose in his life. So I like to see how deep into like that psyche they're gonna delve into. Um, I like to see what he finds out that he's meant for it. So definitely gonna catch more issues of that one. Batman Urban Legends. I don't know much too much. I don't know too much about this comic series, but what I think it is that every issue is basically a sum of little tiny stories of characters in the Batman universe. So this one I caught it because obviously it's a really great cover, and I'm a huge Batman Beyond fan. So I definitely read this. It has like four little stories all in this series in this issue, and it was really fun. I think I might get another one because I did like the stories in them, and I'm a huge fan of short stories. I go to a bookstore, and I don't hate novels, but short stories always are always my favorite. I really like the way those are written, so definitely like this issue. Spider Man, Spider Shadow. This was a what if issue. So this was what if Peter Parker didn't get rid of the symbiote. So this was the story if he kept it. I've only read issue 1 and 2, and I know I've already lost it. I think it's already out. Like I think the story arc might have been over by now, but from what I read, in this Spider-Man issue, I really liked it. I really wish I had caught it at the time it was coming out. Um, so at this reading issue 1 and 2 and what Peter Parker would have been, it looked like he would have been a really guy that is always super angry. Just like what the symbiote would have done to Peter Parker. It over exaggerated his anger and everything, and even Mary Jane was a little bit on this in this issue scared to be near him. So um, definitely wish I could have read more. I'm gonna see if I could catch the book of this and maybe read it, finish it off because it was a good issue. I think I have here two Avengers Tech on Avengers. So like I said, I think the first time I showed you guys, this is issue 2 and 3. Um, this is what happened is that the Red Skull got a hold of some of uh, the uh, the gems from the Infinity Stone. He got a hold of some of the Infinity Stone, and he was able to get rid of all the powers in the Avengers. So the Avengers don't have any powers, and what Stark was able to do was give each of them a suit to be able to battle the Skrull. I mean, to be able to battle Red Skull. And I think what I really like about this comic book issue is it's very anime. Like, there's a lot of the way it's drawn is such a anime style look, and it's pretty cool. It's like my first time I've like read an issue like this, and definitely definitely liked it. I think I might be done with this. I think I'd rather put my time on other issues, but it was a good, fun issue. And this is Fantastic Four #1. Now these last ones, I'm saying, I don't know. This was one that I got this was just one of the ones that I bought that was released when, let's see, it's not any recent release. I just bought it because it was on the sales rack. Let's see if I can find 2018. This came out in 2018, but second from X-Men. Fantastic Four are another group that I would read. There's the X-Men, and then there's the Fantastic Four, and I love both of them. So this was a good story. What happens? This is issue #1. I think where the plot was gonna go here was that Ben and Johnny are on Earth, and they're living their life. But Reed and Sue are believed lost in space, and at the moment that Ben and Johnny were giving up and gonna move on, this issue ends with they finally get a signal that they're alive in space. So would have liked to have kept on reading this. I think this was gonna be a fun read. Blue and Gold, issue #2. And I think I'm gonna get maybe more of these because I do like the way Blue and Gold talk with each other. They're trying to like build, because I think it was it Beetle. I think Beetle was gonna become a Justice League, but not Booster Gold. But because Beetle didn't want to leave Booster Gold alone, he denied that invitation and didn't become one. So now they decided to both together make their own group, superhero group. But Booster Gold is such a into social media, and he's like, every time they get into a fight or fighting crime, he's like going live on some platform, and it's funny. It's kind of hilarious. It's it's pretty hilarious. It's a fun read. I really like that they have great chemistry together, and I really like that. I'm gonna read more of this. And then I finally got to reading issue 2 of Time Before Time. I think that right now they're on issue 5 already. I don't think I'm gonna keep or try to catch up, but I know for a fact I'm gonna get this when it comes out on book because it's again dealing with time travel. I love that, but I really like the world that it exists in, and I think it's really, really fun. I'm gonna keep on reading this. I'm gonna try to find it and finish it off. Yeah, so those are the issues I read within the last 2 weeks. I might be putting out another video. I have another stack that I think I'm ready to kind of talk about. And yeah, so I'll probably be making another video within the next week. I have more new issues I want to talk about. Inferno's coming out again. The new issue of Trial Magneto. And hopefully this time I can actually, delve deep on the stories. I had to kind of go quick today because I did want to show you what I got going on. And everything I show here is because I think they're cool issues. I think you should get a hold of. And what I don't show you, because there's actually some issues I don't show you just because I read and I got them, but they weren't as interesting as I thought. But everything I do show here is because I think they're great and you should probably try to read them. But yeah, definitely will be making another video. Okay, you guys? See ya.